Okay, so we're gonna try.
What do you? My leg.
Ow.
Oh, my knees.
Oh gosh, my
Oh man, that hurt.
butt slammed against his knee real hard on accident.
Yeah, now I have a broken
My
kneecap.
it's really skinny, so like he's got nothing but bone. Whack, you know, like.
Relatable, am I right?
Yeah, relatable. Am I right? Okay, we're trying something new with this, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know if you know. Okay, so if you skip forward to, go to Zach. This is where I explain. This is cool, right?
Okay.
I can just be like, go to Zach and Wiki episode 76.
Oh yeah, 76. Oh my gosh.
Where I explain that we lost storage space and we had to start re-record. We lost an episode and then we re-recorded the thing.
Yeah.
Or we didn't lose an episode, we just had to re-record a thing. Because I ran out of storage on my computer. Because of the 900 gigabytes, yeah, obviously other stuff is taking up that stuff. But then recording hundreds of episodes in a weekend obviously takes up like 500 gigabytes of storage and stuff for every 10-minute episode. Well, then I discovered that I actually had a second drive on my computer that has an extra 900 gigabytes.
He's had this computer for 2 years.
That for some reason I had no files in, and I just thought that it was just I thought the OSC and the data, 2 files that clearly show a little picture of a drive on them, I thought those two things were just like different folders. So I would put all my important things that were already in the OSC folder. I would just create a new folder inadvertently in the OSC file data drive thing. So whenever a raw piece of footage is recorded and put into my computer, it would be put there. And then whenever I would edit things, that finished footage folder that I have labeled, that would also go into there, and so that would all just be stored there, and nothing would be stored in the data drive of my computer.
The data drive.
And I found out that like it's no different from the OSC. OSC is just used for computer programs, and then you can store personal things like files of pictures and clips and videos in your data drive. It's just extra storage.
Yeah.
And here I am clogging up my computer with one drive and shoving everything. It's basically like getting a moving truck and then like shoving everything into one side of the moving truck.
Yeah, pretty much.
So here I am going like, oh my gosh, I've had this computer for 2 years and I've just now noticed the fact that I have 930 extra gigabytes.
Yep.
Gigabytes! I literally have a terabyte. I have nearly 2 terabytes of storage and I've only been barely using 1 terabyte of storage. So we're at a point now where, because I didn't want to change anything, so all our raw footage is still going into the OSC file. Because it's worked out for like a solid like 2 years at this point. So obviously there's nothing wrong with it, and it's not clogging up the computer too much. So obviously there's nothing wrong with it. So I'll just not worry about it. But now we have to worry about it because we only have 90 gigabytes left in the first drive. So now I have set OBS to record our episodes and put them into this second drive that I've never used, which shouldn't have any problems. Like, it should not have any problems with where this episode is going, but I am so afraid that I have messed something up now with how the episodes go out. So we might lose this episode.
No,
and
we won't.
people will never see this episode.
We won't lose this episode.
I am positive.
Hey, comment down below if we didn't lose this episode.
Yeah, if we didn't lose this episode, leave a comment down below. Tell us how much you enjoy this episode that we definitely didn't lose.
Yeah, no, we didn't lose this. Hey, 99 balloons, yay!
99 red balloons floating in the summer sky. Na 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 na. Da 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 da.
Who was that made by again? Like, what was it? Who was that?
Somebody.
Sin?
Was it a German song originally and then it got translated? I think I saw a meme where there was a German version of the song playing over, and I was like, whoa, this is really catchy. And I tried to look it up, and I found the German version of the song, but then I found the English version, and so now I don't know what to think. I was like, wait, which version came first?
Which one is the real version?
99 red balloons floating in the summer sky.
No!
Da, 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 da,
I
da,
died.
da, 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 da.
There you go.
Do 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 do. Now break it down.
Bam! Bam! Okay. Well, I guess it's done. Did you guys enjoy that? Serious? What? Wait. You getting the flute? Uh-oh. Yeah. What a fun time. What a fun time. Oh! I just like
Careful, jeez.
I just like the Rockets, man. I like the Rockets.
Oh my gosh, the music in this. We can, guys, it's kind of sad. Like, in order to not mess with sound balancing too much, we can't have the TV volume too loud because I don't want things to echo.
Yeah.
Even though technically, if it picks it up at all, which the mics do pick up the TV volume, it would echo regardless, but it doesn't, which is really, like, praise the Lord that this works the way it does.
Oh, man,
because I do not know what I would do if the mic echoed, and then we just would have to have it silent.
We'd have a fun time. We'd
have a fun time playing this in dead silence.
Oh!
Nice.
Thanks, man. 90, woo! 99 red balloons. That song got stuck in my head now. Whoa, look at the fire! Look at the fire! Oh my gosh, this is epic.
I've never played this on the it's not a recorder, it's a wooden flute.
Okay.
I have such an ear for music, I can pick out the notes like that, and watch me eat my words as I try and pick this apart for the next 20 minutes. Here we go.
Got this, you got this.
I can't believe I just immediately got that.
Yeah, that was good. Oh no!
When you know like all the notes on a flute and you can play them, it's kind of like knowing all the notes on a guitar and you can just kind of pick out by ear like, oh, I want to play
this one,
Dark Pit's theme, and you can just pluck away until you find the notes and then pluck away more until you memorize it. You don't even have to look at a YouTube video or music, and great job, you did it. You just plug it out. I play guitar, by the way. I know how to play guitar.
You do?
I practice. Yeah,
can you help me practice? Because I'm actually trying to learn.
Oh yeah, I can help you practice.
Really?
Eventually, yeah.
Okay, I'll bring my guitar over next time.
You have a guitar?
Yeah, I'm learning.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, so like, when you have okay, so what can you do on it? Can you like strum like between?
I can do the strum up and down. Yeah, I can do that. But I need help switching between them fast.
That's the thing, right? You just have to. I know this is gonna sound really stupid, right? What? You just have to do it. You have to. Okay. Think of a chord, a really simple chord, and then a slight, like a chord that requires 2 fingers,
right? And
then a chord that requires you to move enough fingers. So like, you know what G is, you know? Okay, and then you know what E minor is with the 2 fingers? All right, go with something simple like that. E minor, G, right? Okay. I know this is like, oh, of course, semi.
Semi.
Just do it. You know, of course you
just
but
do
like this
it.
is really, really. I feel like this is good enough advice for when you're learning a guitar for the first time.
Yeah, no, it is.
Just go strum with E,
yeah,
and then switch to G. But just switch to G and stop strumming, and then start strumming as G.
Oh.
And then strum with G until you decide, okay, now I want to switch to E. And if you have to stop strumming, stop strumming and switch to E. And then keep strumming. Oh. And then do it eventually to the point where you've done it enough times where you're switching back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. This is going to take like a week.
Oh,
This
okay.
with me, I had an electric guitar. I didn't have an acoustic, so it was a little bit easier for me. I literally didn't even have it hooked up to the amp. I would just strum without it hooked up to the amp. But I would strum E, 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 and then I would strum G, and it would be like, you know how awkward it is, like trying to transition between two chords. I would like transition, and it would take like a full 60 seconds of like, okay, what am I doing here? To transition to G. Then you strum with it. You strum the G, strum the D, strum the D, and then stop, and then and then you go to E, strum the E, strum the E,
strum the E. Okay, I gotta try that.
After about like a week or maybe 2 weeks of doing that, or maybe 3, maybe it was like a week. Yeah, first your calluses have to build up.
Oh, right, yeah.
Right? Because first you have to get to a point where you can even strum a chord in the first place. But then when you get to that point, the next step is switching between. So you do that, and after about a week, you get to a point where you can kind of start, like the gap between, okay, I've stopped strumming, then I switch, then I start strumming. That gap gets closer and closer. So when you're strumming, eventually you get to a point where like you can almost strum while you're doing it. And then it gets closer and closer and closer. And then I finally got to a point where one day I just was like, oh, I can keep strumming and also switch. And then keep strumming and also switch. But it would be like really janky still. Because
you still,
once you're at a point where you're still strumming, you like when you switch, you obviously aren't going to be able to switch fast enough for the chord to sound like E to G. It's going to sound E and then this weird blank, like while you're trying to switch. What you want to do once you've done the previous step enough is once you get to a point where you're just strumming and also switching, and it doesn't matter how like horrendous it sounds, just switch to G. It's gonna sound like, and it's gonna sound like that for another like week or maybe 2 weeks, and then eventually, this is like after hours of practicing.
Right. I need to try.
I can't believe I learned. How did I on earth did I do this?
Practice.
I guess practice. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, practice.
All right, that's the next episode.
All right, goodbye, everyone.
Yay.
It's 12 minutes.
No, 12 minutes.